Verse 7. It is for discipline that you endure. God deals with you as with sons. For what son is there whom his father does not discipline? You see how we've immediately gone back to earthly parents? 0 earthly parents went and borrowed a scourging instrument from the local Roman soldier. 0. That tells you something. I was addicted to speed on America's highways. Some of you know that story of me and the Indy 500 track and all of that. That's not this. This is a sadder story. I was 17 years old, and I was out late at IHOP because that's where Christians go when they're cool. And I was showing a prospective student, she was 17, a high school senior. She was thinking about the same university, Furman University. I was showing her the campus and showing off in my car by going fast. And then the police decided I was going 6 or 7 over, and they wanted to pull me over to give me a warning. Well, I didn't know that. If I'd known that, I probably would have done the right thing. I did the wrong thing. I hit the accelerator. Is that wrong? Yes. I went 142 miles an hour in a police chase through Greenville, South Carolina, and I lost. The security guard came out in front, put her hand up in the road, and so I had to slow down and then stop in front of her, and then eventually the policeman caught up to me around the exit ramp, pulled me out of the car, cuffed me, spent a night in jail. They investigated. I was a good student, first thing I'd ever done. They let me out, confiscated the car, huge fines, all of that. Humiliation, went back to my dorm room the next day. Everybody, the whole campus knew the story. Everybody knew. It's not like I'm going to hide that. And walking down the halls, and I'm just embarrassed. I'm humiliated. I can't believe I did this. In 5 seconds, I made a poor choice that changed the course of my entire college experience. Then I had to go home and tell Mom and Dad. They didn't know. They lived in Virginia, so it was a long journey home. The fall break was happening, so I got in the car with friends. I couldn't drive. They drove me up there. I sat at the foot of the bed, told my parents this story, and I was ready for it. Like, yeah, you're not going to have another car the rest of you're toast. And what I got instead from my dad first was, "Are you okay? And did anything happen? Are you okay?" And then after that, strangely, there was nothing extra. There wasn't this other mood they went into. There was deep concern, worry, concern, and love, and that seemed to be it. And that sent me on a journey of realizing I got earthly parents who are treating me like this, at least in this moment. They're not perfect, but they're treating me like this in this incredibly stressful, embarrassing, humiliating moment. And they've processed, yeah, earthly circumstances. He lost his car. He lost his dignity. He lost a whole lot of money. He lost a whole lot of stuff. Earthly consequences are there. Do we need to shame him? No. No. Now, Hebrews is saying, get this, isn't it beautiful? Hebrews is saying, how much more? How much more does your heavenly Father treat you with dignity and respect, even as he's training you for righteousness? God deals with you as with sons, for what son is there whom his father does not discipline? Verse 8, but if you are without discipline, gross, who wants that? Of which all have become partakers, that's every Christian, every child of God, then you are illegitimate children and not sons. So the mark of being a believer, one mark of being a believer is that he's invested. He's invested in you and he cares. That is way better than a new covenant computer, like some people are kind of insinuating. God's a new covenant computer. He'll never reference your struggles. He'll never bring up any issues in your life because new covenant computer in the sky can't do that. No, he's God and he's your Father and he loves you. And thank God, literally, he cares about all the stuff we're going through. He's invested. He's invested.